Welcome everyone to ChessWhiz TV episode 503. I'm your host, The Wiz. We are back with chess. Actually, Crazyhouse Chess. Actually, Slow House Chess. This is a chess variant that was sent to me by one of my best friends that I've never met. Yes, a viewer of ChessWhiz TV. And it works like this. It's Crazyhouse, but you can't check the opponent. You have to checkmate the opponent. I'm not really into checkmate. I rarely checkmate people. Mostly I just get checkmated. But let's try it out and see how it goes. Real time, variant, Crazyhouse 1+4. Rated, of course. Rated, why? Because I've been working on my Crazyhouse rating, trying to get it above 2,000. I got it above 2,000, and then I played some bad moves. And so now we're going to just bump it up back to 2,000 during this episode, because I'm going to win all of these games. I mean, if you haven't noticed, I'm among the best Crazyhouse players in the world. One time I was in a grocery store, and I turned to someone and said, "Are you as good as I am at Crazyhouse?" And they were just so bamboozled by that question. I'm pretty sure I was the better player. I whipped out my chessboard, and they just ran away, but trust me, I was better. So let's drink some of this water while we wait for an opponent. We don't have an opponent. The reason is everyone is too afraid to play against me because I'm so good at Crazyhouse, of course. Did I mention that? I think I mentioned that. Anyway, so this is going to be a game against a viewer. The reason is if we just go out in the wild, let's just click lichess.org here and go to the wild. There's all these opponents. They have no idea we're actually playing a slow house chess. Let's type that up while we have nothing to do here. This game is called Notepad. It's a pretty fun game. If you haven't tried it, check it out. Comes with computers. Let's see. You may not check your opponent unless that says unless it is having some typing difficulty. Unless I'm actually just stalling because nobody's joining the game. Hey guys in the chat, click the link I've posted there and let's play Slow House Chess. Unless it is checkmate. Okay, so I've got a challenger for a casual Crazyhouse game. Let's see if he wants to play this variant. Casual means it's not rated, so my rating is not going to go up above 2,000, but that's okay. And we all know I'm actually 2,000 strength. He says okay, so let's do it. So this is going to slow down the pace of the attacks in the chess game. That's why it's called Slow House Chess, because usually Crazyhouse is, shall I say, crazy. There's a lot of crazy attacks in Crazyhouse Chess, but that's because there's a lot of checks. You drop your piece with check. It's very hard to get out of check. In case you're wondering, and I'm sure you're wondering this. In fact, you probably turned on this episode because you're wondering this. You're wondering, how do you get out of check in chess? There's 3 ways. Notice that there's not 3 ways. That's because this is 6 in sign language. And be sure to point that out to anyone who goes like this. 3 because it's 6. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you're like, what is that 6? That's because this is 7, this is 8, and this is 9, okay? So 3 ways to get out of check. Did I get distracted there? Nah, probably not. So let's see. We're going to play exactly the same moves as the other guy, just for fun. I'm winning because I'm the smarter player, and you can't just gain smarts. You can't just, you can't like go to the store and buy smarts. There's 3 ways to get out of check. You have to get smarts from the smarts machine. Okay, I'm starting to sound pretty stupid. So let's rewind a little bit, talk about the 3 ways. The first way is to move your king. That's something that beginners do. The next way is to block the check. It's really hard to block checks in Crazyhouse. Okay, I've been pretty stupid because I can't play this. It's no checks chess, right? So that's check. This is going to be a problem seeing as I have no queen. Now, what I'm thinking is that, let's just play here, is that attacks are weaker. So maybe you shouldn't sacrifice a queen for an attack. And maybe I should have told my former self about that instead of just sacrificing my queen in that position. This is actually a pretty good attack in Crazyhouse, where I take this pawn with check, and then the knight is like, help, I don't have any pawns defending me. And pretty soon you put things here, and you're attacking like crazy, kind of like these red arrows. This is pretty crazy. So I don't have all that because I can't check him. So that's too bad. So let's focus on the 3 ways to get out of check. The third way, besides moving your king and blocking the check, is capturing the checking piece. In Crazyhouse, it's very hard to do any of those when you're in check. So attacks get very, very powerful. The biggest reason, by the way, if you're ever wanting to seem dominant and assertive, you should put your fingertips together like this. This is a dominant, assertive pose. I've been practicing this for years, which is why I subconsciously did it just then. I'm so proud of myself because I just gave myself this dominant pose. Now, if you're watching right now, you're like, wow, I'm cool, but I'm not as cool as ChessWhiz. That's because of this right here. Okay. Now, if you want to seem submissive, you go like this. You lock your fingers together because when you're locked together like this, and this is what people do when they're like, like I'm not ready to come out here and dominate. I need to do some praying. This is a praying posture, but also do some thinking, like you put it on your chin. That's very passive because you're not able to get out there and punch any. You've never punched anybody with two hands like this, have you? You never have. Like I know a lot about you, and one of the things I know is that you've never punched anybody with your hands together, your fingers interlocked. Bam, just like that, because it's very, very difficult. However, you punch people all the time like this. Boom, boom, like that. Okay, you use a lot of hip rotation with your punches, by the way. You don't want to just like stick your arm out there. You want to rotate your hip so that, well, there's a lot of different situations where you want to be rotating your hip, and punching people is one of them. So what's happening in this game? I'm doing pretty well. So anyway, the biggest reason, as I was saying, that Crazyhouse is so aggressive. By the way, I can just add these back to the board. That's what Crazyhouse is. When you take a piece of it, comes yours, and you can just add it back. Let's put a ton of pressure on this knight. See, like that's 1 ton. This is 1/3 of a ton. This is 2/3. This is an entire ton. So a ton of pressure right there. Okay, so take. That's not enough. It's just, oh, what kind of crazy. Okay. Let's see what he likes. Does he like ton of pressure? I don't know if he likes that or not. I can't check him, so I have to make do with this pin. See if I can have some fun with this. This will be interesting. I'm down a queen, so I have to have some fun. Which one do I take with? I'm not sure. It's because when you trade pieces in Crazyhouse, they go back to your pocket and you can add them back to the board. So you don't really clear out the board with trades. That's a huge difference when you're trying to defend. When you're trying to defend a dangerous attack in Crazyhouse chess, you can't trade to alleviate the pressure. But in chess, which I don't know if you ever played chess, it's similar to Crazyhouse, but there's some key differences, such as when you trade, the whole board gets luftier. Oh, I can't take that. No problem. I'll just hold down the Alt key. Nope. No, that's not the key. Hold on. Let's take that back. I'll hold down the Control key, and then I can choose Knight, which is not check. Brilliant move, by the way. If you're wondering, like, is this one brilliant? I'm not sure. Just take my word for it. This move is straight up brilliant because that's the direction of brilliant it is. Now, I should not put my rook there because I can't capture. So let's just keep attacking like this. Oh, that looks pretty fun. Attacking some things here. I have no idea if I'm in trouble. In Crazyhouse, this would be kind of a weak king position because I don't have a pawn here, but I don't know if that's true here or not. So let's take some stuff. Oh, I can't do that as check. Okay, so I got to get ready for some stupid moves because I seem to be cheating. It's checkless Crazyhouse chess. And it's awful. I'm straight up out of time. I am not even like diagonally out of time. I'm straight up. I've put everything on and I'm not winning at all. So let's get some trades here. Start winning some more. I'm happy he did that. Now I can put more things on. Let's put some things on here. I have no idea what to do. Save the knight probably. I think material is important in this variant. Oh, getting forked right after I say that. I don't know. Let's think about chess. Yeah, so in chess, you can trade to relieve the pressure, and then you can like not get checkmated. But in Crazyhouse chess, trades don't help you, and you die. So let's see. Let's look for a checkmate. This should be pretty good, because look. Checkmate. Don't tell him. But I've got a checkmate code. It's going to surprise the socks off him. Get a webcam view of his socks here, or rather his feet, because he's not going to have any socks after this move. Oh, he blocked me. 2 seconds left. Let's just put on some bishops. Not being able to check him makes this attack very slow, to say the least. Okay, I got a knight again. He doesn't have any pawns he can drop, so he has to drop this really big, heavy stuff. I don't know. I'm disappointed I can't just check him. Just keep taking stuff. I feel like since his king is somewhat vulnerable, I should just keep taking stuff until I win. How long is that going to take? Let's try this way. Definitely keeping it interesting here. Yeah. Can't check him. I can't check him. This is awful. No, this is going to work. Okay. All he has is 3 knights to put on. I can't even be witty right now. I have to make good chess moves. This is very rare for me. Usually in this show, I just make bad chess moves quickly. But in this specific position, we're going for good chess moves, and it is tough. Okay. Take. Now I have some of everything to drop. He has also some of everything, more of everything, in fact. More and better of everything. Let's move here. This seems smart. He can now smothers mate me, but I'm protecting it. A knight here. This is called a smothered mate, also known as a smothers mate, because I don't know which one it is. But luckily, the bishop's preventing that, so let's just keep putting bishops on until we win. Okay. Do we have a checkmate? Looking for a checkmate. Oh, I'm running out of time. This is pretty bad. But he doesn't have any knights now. He doesn't have any knights. Oh, I'm checkmated right after I laughed. How inconvenient. So apparently I thought he was going to have to take this. Stop it. I thought he was going to have to take this, and then I was going to take this, and then he'd be like, no, I don't have any knights. I need to take a knight. And look at that. All of the knights are in my pocket. I have 3 of them here, so he can't get any knights to put on these squares to, like, this one would be checkmate, right? So he's like, oh, I'll add a rook, and then I would, man, I'm still not winning. That's rough. Rough game. So in this game, I'm not going to trade a queen for like a bishop or whatever that was, a knight. I'm instead going to play some smart moves that don't involve sacrifices. In this chess game, I'm going to keep all my pieces to myself, and I'm going to take all his pieces too. It's going to be fantastic. So I don't remember if I was saying something, but I have something new to say. New. That's typical, you know. I'll start a sentence and then I'll be like, hey, there's a better sentence to continue with. So I'll continue with that sentence. Pretty soon I'm like, oh, I thought of an even better sentence. Forget this sentence. I'm on to the next one. And then pretty soon I've got a whole bunch of half-finished ideas. And then I say, this has been ChessWhiz TV. And you're like, dude, you never finished that story or that story. No problem. No problem. Okay, so I've opened up my king. That's a good strategy, right? And I have a bishop to put on. I don't want to check him. He can't check me. Oh, I should take advantage of this little fact by noticing that he can't take this. Yeah, I'll just start noticing. I really want to sacrifice my bishop for these pawns. Oh, it's making my nose itch. It's so exciting. My nose suddenly started itching. Have you ever had that happen? You're like, first I'm not excited. Like step 1, be normal. That's actually very hard, right? So after you're normal for a while, you're like, oh, my nose itches. Wait a minute, I'm excited simultaneously. That's how it happened for me right then. Okay, let's get back to the chess. What was wrong with queen take f6? According to Chess is the best game. Good username there. Look at that. Look at that. Queen takes f6. It was so smart. I'd be showing off the fact that he can't check me. I should have played it. I don't see any reason I couldn't play that. He's bringing out his king here. Let's drop a pawn right here. Why not? That's a good move. It actually is a great move. I just said good because I didn't want to brag. You know how I am. Like, I'm a humble guy. I'm the most humble guy in the world. I'm very humble. And I don't like to brag. So, yeah. After this move, I can push this pawn, and it doesn't even look stupid. Okay. Actually, now it does look stupid. What if I push this pawn? Push, take. Okay, so I lose it for nothing. Let's take the knight. Now I have some of everything to drop. That's cool. You get a prize for that. Now we'll push this pawn. And then immediately add another pawn right there because he's gonna put some bishop here. Cause me some angst. I was listening to some music the other day, and that was today. And then another song came on, and the song was called, I'm not kidding here because I'm never kidding. It was called Angst. The song was called Angst. I'm like, why would I want to? I have plenty of angst, thank you. I don't need to listen to angst. So I quickly listened to the entire song. It was kind of good. Mango Town Plaza in the chat pointing out Moses in the book of Bible claimed that he was the most humble person to ever live. That is allegedly true. Some people think that Moses wrote the passage where it says Moses was very humble, the humblest person who ever lived. However, it's in dispute now because Moses is not around to say he wrote that. So now I'm not sure if it was someone else. And that would make more sense, right? I feel like it doesn't make any sense. It's like Moses was the most humble man who ever lived. by Moses. Like that doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't even put that on ChessWhiz TV. It makes so little sense. Like I do have a standard. There's a certain level beyond which I won't even put it on because it makes that little sense. And I think that part meets the standard. This is pretty smart right here. He can't check me because of the no checks rule. You can't check. We'll just put the rules here for people who are wandering in. Like wandering and wondering, what is this chess show? It's not like the normal ones because there's bad chess moves and a ton of talking that makes no sense. Well, there's also this. You can't check, yo. So putting a knight here and taking this bishop, not allowed. In fact, my king is exposed. It's exposed. Did I say that? It's exposed. And yet... I'm not in any danger because of this rule. Okay, we got more Bible talk. Anyone who claims they are the most humble is not. Oh yeah? Well, in that case, you're the most humble. That you can't say that with so much certainty. You need to have less certainty. Straight queens. And then let's take this. So you might think he could take here and then just be winning. But he's setting up a checkmate. Oh man. Gotta block that. Since he can't check me, it's pretty hard to checkmate. It's super hard. In fact, next game we're going to discover just how crazy hard it is to checkmate anybody in this stupid game. Let's do that. Uh-oh, that was not very smart. Hell, this is not very smart at all. Apparently it's easy for your opponent. Runs out of time. That was close. I mean, when he took here, he's threatening mate by dropping a queen, and I cannot save my queen. I have to take that. So, Aiden, thanks for the games, but I'm Aidening over here to this Argelo 9 game. Did I win both? I think I won both. I don't remember the first game. Good luck. Let's see if he goes for these rules. Aiden, thank you for those games. You kicked off the show with some great chess. I really appreciate that. He says, okay, so let's do it. We're going to play a different opening here. It's going to be the center counter. This is called the center counter. It's also called the Scandinavian defense because most good openings have two names. The bad openings, like, actually, the bad openings have two names too. Like the orangutan, you think that's a good name? I don't even know what that is, and I know it has two names. That's the way chess works. If it's a good opening or a bad opening, then it has two names. We should play the orangutan next. So I'm putting my queen right in the center. Oh my, and cheating. Whoops, I'm cheating already. And it's like move two. ChessWhiz, what are you doing? I have to live up to the namesake of the show. Sorry, man. I forgot what I was doing. Thought I was brushing my hair. That's a pretty good excuse. Right? Like sometimes you're doing one thing and you're thinking of something else and you completely forget about what you're doing. And you're thinking about something else. Like right now, I'm working on a project. I'm programming because I'm a programmer. So I was programming. That's what programmers do. And I was programming this project. I was like, this is so fun. And then I realized I was actually in the shower. I thought I was programming, but no, I was in the shower. And since my computer is not waterproof, I was not programming, but I just felt like I was. You know how that is? You know, you don't. Okay, that's just me then. Never mind. Aiden says he won the first game. I don't believe him. I believe that we should rewrite history, which is pretty easy to do after everyone involved is dead. And then we'll say that I won the first game. So I'm looking forward to your death, Aiden. Not in any personal way, of course, just I want to be the winner of the first game. And I will be the winner at that point. He's pointing out that he played queen takes g2 checkmate, but I have no recollection of that. It definitely did not happen. This would be a great move in chess in Crazyhouse. So is it a good move in Slow House? Let's find out. Oh, there's a little chin stroker. I start stroking my chin when I want to stroke my chin. You know how it is. Every now and then you're like, it's time to stroke some chins, and the only chin available for me usually is my own chin. I mean, some of you guys, you just have like all these chins to choose from, like chins all over the place. But for me, it's pretty much one chin. I'm a one chin kind of guy, so I go with what I got. So we've apparently we've encoded a bishop here. I'm not sure how that happened. Okay. Should I castle or bring out my knight? What stupid kind of moves is that? Like normal chess moves. That's terrible. Gotta do something cool that's worthy of the variant. I could put a pawn here. Can't check him. Let's just castle and bring out the knight. I mean, see, this is good. I could use rooks in this game. That's a new idea. I haven't used rooks before. That'd be great. Use some rooks. Okay. Let's see. What else is happening in the chat? So you're saying play some more Notepad. That's a good game. Guys, if you've never played Notepad, like played Notepad, not like open Notepad and typed a note, but like played. You got to really play. It's a whole new game. So I'm thinking maybe just like destroy this knight. Oh yeah. I don't know why I castled. Redux Dev Tools. That's why I castled. Redux Dev Tools to the left. And then there's a new context menu out here that's invisible. Oh no, that's my reality leaking through. Whoa. Well, that's better. That's much better. Okay, to the left. We've just sent those Redux Dev Tools to the left. All right, there they are. Great. I don't know. Is this ChessWhiz TV anymore? No, this is Redux DevTools TV. So what we need to do is inspect. We need to open the log monitor, and we need to auto-select some instances. I don't know. It's my turn. Take some stuff here. I was having fun with that Redux thing. Here we go. Let's go back to the chart. It's a good idea. We've got the state right here. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what this is. I don't know who put this on my computer. Definitely don't know that you can drag the state around like this. This is good. This is how you program, by the way. If you're like, I want to be a programmer someday, and I'm going to program. When I'm a programmer, I'm going to program. Like, no, you're not. You're going to drag the word state all over this. Whoa, what just happened? Whoa. That's how you program. Okay. I'll teach you how to program. You open this thing up. If you don't know, Redux DevTools, the programmers use this. Like dev, that's short for programming. And over here you can get the raw, which is not currently defined. You got to define that with a diff, you know. You know how it is. You got a diff, and then you back to the tree. States are equal. That's what I thought. Yeah. Oh, you're out of time too. That's interesting. What are you trying to do? Win? So I noticed my opponent winning last game with some like pawn bishop garbage. So let's do that to him. Let's Is this how you do it? This doesn't seem the same. This is how you do it, right? Just like massive stuff. Okay. Oh, there's a queen I can take too. That's good. Oh, no, I can't. It's check. Oh, man, I could have, and then I didn't. No. Okay. Just keep putting things on, I guess. Not that. Wait till he takes my rook. And take it. I have a lot of things. I should be able to checkmate this guy. Like this, maybe? Yeah. Bring you out here. It's a trap. That's a trap. Come on. Okay. So now what was I thinking? I don't know. This looks good. If you think, oh, he's losing his knight. No, I'm winning. Watch. Watch. Still winning. He has like everything on the entire chessboard. Like the board is empty because all the pieces are up there in his pocket. And now we checkmate him. Okay, here we go. Nope. Not the right move. Okay, that was a supremely bad move because you can't check the guy. So help. Oh, I'm out of time. This is too hard. Have you ever felt like crying? Well, then you felt like me. GG. Good thing that was a casual game. Oh, burn. Burn. Rated game against a 1, 2, 3, 4. He just gained 246 rating points. No, I'm not going to play you again. I'm going to play 2017. This guy was born in 2017. That's how good he is. I think I'd rather play Redux DevTools. That was awful. It's so hard to checkmate in slow house chess. You can't really play it like Crazyhouse. You have to play it like, what's that game? Chess? You have to play it like chess, where you just try to take the most stuff. And then, after you have a ton of stuff, then you can just win. Let's make sure JG is going to play the variant. He's going to trade knights, who knows why. So I need to like come up with these tactics where I get more stuff. I remember I was 6 years old and I had this epiphany. Okay, you've probably already had this epiphany. Most people have had this epiphany if they play chess. Eventually, but my epiphany felt very personal. What I realized in chess is that if you have the most stuff, you win, and you only need one pawn. I was thinking about chess. I was maybe 7, probably 6 though, and I was thinking about chess. I'm like, chess is hard to win. And then I'm like, if you can have more pawns by 1, then you just trade, 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 and then you turn that pawn into a queen, and you get a new queen, and then you can checkmate. Whoa. So from then on, when I was playing chess, I was just like, I need to get one extra pawn. How can I win a pawn? It revolutionized my chess game because before I was like, I don't know what I should move. How about this horse? And then I went from aimless to pawn focused. It was next level for a 6-year-old. I liked that. I like being pawn focused. It's good to be focused, you know? Should I put a knight on? No, just keep playing chess. So that's what this chess variant is like. You just have to get one pawn more. Oh, great. He's winning. Just keep putting on knights here. He's going to move here. And I'm going to be so annoyed. Oh. Oh. Never mind. Who needs to be one pawn ahead when you can be one queen ahead? This is fantastic. Let's see now. Can't check him. My bishop's under attack. He's going to take this now. But he can't check me, so there's nothing to worry about. So just need to get more material, which this seems like a good position for getting more material. Oh, this is awful. This is actually an awful position. He's going to put a knight right here and just embarrass me. I'm embarrassed. But wait, I have a plan. Knight, wait, knight, queen up. And then the knight takes my rook. And then my queen, which is here, takes his knight. And then he's like, oh, I'll promote my pawn. So he moves his knight out here and then checkmate with my second queen. So that's what we're going to do. He certainly won't notice. He might notice. Oh, he's falling in the trap. He has one of everything. It's pretty dangerous when your opponent has one of everything because they can put on whatever they want. Like he could put a bishop here and fork me. That would be terrible. Oh, but he didn't because he'd rather beat me some other way. My queen is now in a hurry over here. Checking for checkmates. Checkmates are very difficult. I'm so concerned about this pawn. How will I take it? Bishop c3 illegal. Bishop c3 illegal? Bishop c3 illegal. Oh, his bishop c3. Oh, but he didn't play bishop c3. Oh, man. Yeah, it's like I'm imagining illegal moves, and then I'm talking about them, and then he's just bringing them into reality. This is your fault. I didn't play bishop c3. You didn't play bishop c3. You're just creating illegal moves. That's what you're doing. You're like an illegal maestro that strows my illegals. Yeah, you strow them with your maestrobe. Okay. 6 was a good age, according to Mappy Fisher. 6 was a good age. Oh, you can't check the opponent. Remember that. That solves a lot of ills. Okay, that did not solve any ills. I'm losing now. I'll just save this pawn. That's depressing. Remember 2 episodes ago when I got depressed? That's like now. Yeah, but fortunately, my depression is based on circumstances. And when that happens, it's easy to recover. All you need is different circumstances. Man, and that's just as easy as actually, that's almost impossible. So you just wait around for different circumstances and then you feel better. The other kind of depression, much, much more obstreperous. I don't know what that means, but it just describes it, you know. It's a much more obstreperous situation because that kind of situation, I'll just take this. Whatever. New circumstances, better circumstances, they don't really solve the problem. You're still depressed. Now, I have no experience with this, of course, so I don't know what I'm talking about. However, you have, so that's something. That's much worse. So I'm very pleased that I am depressed for a good reason instead of for no reason at all. This is great. Look at that defense. I just played some D right there. It's good defense. This game's going to take forever. Think about it. He's never going to win because he can't check me. And I'm definitely never going to win. I don't know how would I win. So I'll just take a rook here and see how it goes. I just got a rook. That's pretty good. I have to surprise checkmate him or something. There's no other way I'm going to win. Yeah, this could be problematic. I need to win more material here. Is he going to put a pawn here? No, he's taking stuff. Man, you're taking stuff? Why are you doing that? Because I'm pinned? Yeah. If you're ever going to be depressed, choose the less obstreperous depression. Oh no, this guy's just too smart for me. This guy's like galaxy brain. Look at this. I can't take his queen because it's check. Meanwhile, he can take my queen or my bishop. Wait a minute. He can't take my bishop with his queen because it's check. Of course, it's also stupid, but it's check. So now I'll lose later. That's much better than losing right now. All right, so he now has a queen, a rook, a bishop, a knight, and 2 pawns to drop. Oh, I'm feeling better already. If only I were him. Okay, this is interesting. Thanks for the pawn. Man, you are not going to promote that pawn. Nice try, but I'm just going to take it with this queen here. Yeah, give me some of that material. Get out of here. See, he can't protect this with a knight. Because he can't put a knight here, here, or here. It's check. He can't protect it with a rook. Check, 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 check all the way. Queen. He could put a queen nowhere. He's getting owned. Look at that. He ran out of time. He had 1 second. So what do I do? He puts his queen on where I can take it. Brilliant. Brilliant move. I'm assuming this isn't some terrible trap. Let's now trap the bishop. Why would I trap the bishop when I could just add more queens to the board? That's more like it. Just keep adding queens. Yeah, and pawns and other things. Just add stuff like crazy. Okay. Okay. I'll just get my queens here in kind of a defensive posture. This game, remember when I said this game was going to take forever? That was approximately 0% further through the game because this game is still going to take forever. I have to save my queens. How annoying. Look at this. Look at this gnarly mess of queens. I don't want to give him any of them. Definitely not. So I am forced to get forked. He can't take it. Oh, wait, he can take this one, but he can't take this one unless he promotes to something stupid. Weird. This game is going to take forever. I mean, we're just going to keep on stirring the pot down here in the queen's eye until one of us dies of old age. That will happen. Do you know what happens after you die of old age? Let's add more. Your skin falls off. Now, you don't mind that, of course. You're not even aware of it. Right? Oh, now I've lost this pawn. It's falling apart. Okay, don't fork me. Oh, he's going to fork me again. I spent about 15 minutes yesterday, and by that I mean last week, thinking about how when you die, your skin falls off. So apparently I need to like get a job or something because I have nothing to do but take showers and pretend I'm programming and think about my own skin. Whoa, that's a cool move, ChessWhiz. I mean, that was cool. Look at that. If he takes you, it's check unless he promotes to something weird. Weird, like a knight. Okay, that was not cool. I knew he would make a knight. I just said it was cool because I wanted to feel cool for a few moments. So after thinking for 15 minutes about how your skin literally falls off like a sheet when you die, and then it no longer bothered me. It only took about 15 minutes. For a while, I was bothered. What? The game just ended? This is the stupidest episode. I refuse to play any more of this chess variant. I was ruminating on my own skin. I don't think I'll ever say that phrase again. Let's decline this game against a bot. And there's a challenge. Let's close that. So I have one more opponent here that's challenging me before everyone gives up on this show. It is Clock PDF. So apparently, like, people are no longer playing with me. Now it's like portable document formats and clocks are my closest opponents. I'll send him an upside down. Upside down. Upside down exclamation mark. You know how to do this? No, you don't. That's how you do it. Okay. That's how you make an upside down exclamation mark. First, you don't even know how. First, you have to download the keyboard layout that includes this. And then you hold down right Alt and you press 1. That's so fun. Since I can't get any enjoyment out of this chess position, I have to enjoy the chat box instead. There's the clock. Also, but I don't really enjoy the clock right now. Okay, you may not check your opponent unless it is checkmate. Crazyhouse is like a first-person shooter where you respawn on the other team. That is a great, great comment. That comment is gigantic. That's what great means, by the way. It's a giant comment. I'm amazed by how large your comment is. Good comment. Crazyhouse is like a first-person shooter where you respawn on the other team. I've sometimes thought about what would chess be like if I were one of the chess pieces, and I concluded it would be awful. Because I have actually seen chess played by people representing the pieces where you like have a gigantic square drawn on the ground. And then in the square are squares, you know, chess squares. And then there's people standing in the squares. First of all, you don't move nearly enough. Like you could spend the whole game. Like imagine if you're the A2 pawn and you just spend 2 hours standing on A2. It's quite a bummer, if you know what I mean. This is brilliant, by the way. If he takes me, I hope he takes me. I'm going to checkmate this clock PDF. But the other thing is you just get sacrificed for the good of the team. I hate that. So you're like, oh, I'm such an important person. Oh, no, I'm getting captured. It's game over for me. And then your team goes on to win, but you spend the rest of the time off the chessboard. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching.